Hi everybody, so today I'm going to show you a step-by-step tutorial on how to needle roller or dermal roller your face and neck area. I've had a lot of requests about this from my blog that I wrote recently about it. It's something that I've used on my face and my neck for probably about 2-3 years now. It's a home product that you can use. You can actually adapt it to use it in the salon if you've got a salon business or a mobile business. But the key to that is making sure that you sanitize your roller very carefully in between each session, and I would advise you do that anyway at home. So the roller that I'm using today is a 0.5mm needle, which is this one here. I would advise you to start on a smaller needle first and then build up. Only use this probably once a week to start with, just to get your skin used to it, and then build it up and make sure you leave sufficient days in between using it rather than using it every single day. And be very careful with going out into the sun after you've used this, because your skin is quite red. You've caused a slight trauma to the skin, so you've got to be careful with that as well. And I would always advise you use an SPF or sun protection factor on your skin anyway, whether you've used this or not. So it's a very light pressure when you're using it onto the face. It shouldn't be pulled or dragged across the skin. It should literally be moved gently, rollering, and the idea is that you're moving in different directions. I'll put a link on the sidebar with an attachment so you can have a look at the blog. But basically what you're doing with this is, by using the very fine needles, they're causing slight channels in the skin, and those channels are then open for fresh blood, nutrients to get to the skin. It's going to make the skin go up slightly pink, which you can see from one side of my face. I've already done this, so it will come up slightly red, and that will then encourage the collagen and elastin to the area, which basically gives a more lifting, toning feel to the skin. It's excellent on scar tissue, fantastic on acne scars, really good at lifting and toning, and for fine lines and wrinkles. You can use it right up to the eye area. You can use it right down onto the neck, and you can use it across the lips as well. The only thing I would say with these areas, the neck, lips and the eyes, is that the skin tissue there is very different, so you have to be a little bit more cautious when you're using it. Not to be afraid of it. It's something that I do myself at home now when I'm watching TV. I don't even think about it. It's like anything, when you first start off with a new routine and something new that you're using, you're always a bit cautious, and then it will just become second nature. So I've just cleansed over my skin. I've got no makeup, nothing on whatsoever. Apologies for the way my fringe is looking, but I've moved that out of the way so you can all see nice and clearly. So I would always start from the top of the forehead and work my way down to the neck. You're going to split the face into two halves, so I start off on one half, and that's just plainly because it's easy for you to guide yourself to half of the face and working all the way across. You can also work on concentrated areas, because there's always one side of the face that's slightly different to the other. This is fantastic on pigmentation and sun damaged skin as well. I mean, on one side of my face I have a pigmentation mark, and I'm constantly using it on that area because it will break down the pigmentation as well, and that's why it's really important that you think about your aftercare as well. So you start on one half of the face, and you're going to work across nice and slowly across the area that you're working on the half of the face, and you'll do this backwards and forwards probably about 5 times, and then you'll turn without dragging and you'll work in a different direction. So you're kind of doing almost like a crisscross action when you're using it. So all the way down the side of the eye, and then you're going to pull this down and do the side of the face as well. So right the way down the side, and then turn. So very light pressure. Now I would then take this across my brow bone as well, and you want it just on the brow bone, not on the movable lid at all. And then I'm going to take that and work that right up close to the eye. Be really gentle around this area, because as we've already said, the skin tissue is very different. And from there, if you've got your little crow's feet, which, let's face it, I'm sure we've all got those, you can work your way down to the side of the face. And then, so the key is to just move in different directions and just try working in smaller areas at a time. So you're going to do this across the whole of the side of the face. Down onto the jawline. We want fantastic jawline. This is where the elasticity goes in the skin. And then I would then go across the lip. You can work right the way across the lip area. Again, be very careful around this area, ladies and gents, because it's delicate. This is fantastic for those smokers out there, for those fine lines. We want to have Angelina Jolie lips, don't we, ladies? So let's get working on that area. Okay. So then you can then go from there and take it down onto the neck area if you wanted to. Again, this skin is very delicate around here, so you may just want to do just a couple of moves to start with when you first start using it. Bear in mind, I've been using this for several years now, and it's like anything. If you use it quite a lot, you'll find that your skin will get used to it. When you haven't used it for a while and you suddenly start to introduce it, it will take a while for your skin to get used to it. So this is fantastic, not just on the face, you can use it on the body as well. So once you've done that all the way down onto the neck, you can do it onto the décolleté as well. You're wanting then to apply your aftercare creams as well. So if you wanted to take this into a full facial, you could then put a mask on. I'm just going to show you, I'm using just a sanitisation spray. So it's really important that you use a sanitisation spray that's got isopropyl alcohol in it. 99.9% isopropyl alcohol ideally, with no water content, only a minimal percentage, because you don't want anything to rust your tool. And isopropyl alcohol is a fungicide, so it's going to stop any bacteria from growing. Spray that, leave that to air dry, and then you're ready to go for your next session. Now, a couple of products I'm just going to run through with you that I used. Eve Taylor, this is the soothing mask. Fantastic to use a gel-based product straight after you've done this onto your skin, because it's going to cool and help to calm the skin down. I would ideally do this of an evening rather than in the morning, because you want the skin to have plenty of time to calm down, and the skin is in a state of repair of an evening. So this gel-based mask from Eve Taylor, and I will put the link on, is just got aloe vera in it, so it's lovely and soothing and calming, and you could put that all over the face in a nice thick layer and let that all soak in for sort of 5-10 minutes, and then anything that's left over you can either massage it in or remove it, and straight away it just feels lovely and calming. You could do a little bit of depotement movements around the eye area, take it through the brows and across the lips. You can put it on in a thicker layer. So that's one alternative. The other products that I use, that again I think I've wrote about this in one of my blogs, is the Simply Beautiful collection collagen gel. I absolutely love this product because it's such a universal product. It can be used for so many different things. So apart from the fact that it's pink, I love anything that's pink. Again, same idea as what we've just done with the Eve Taylor. I'll put this over the top, but normally you wouldn't put this straight over the top of your face mask, you'd let that work. But you basically could put this just on in localized areas, so you could use it as a really lovely intensive eye cream, or eye gel, sorry, just over the lips, or you could put it all over as a nice moisturizer, or you could really work it in. Again, put it on as a thick layer like you've just done with the Eve Taylor, let that all absorb in. So I'm going to just let all this layers of products. You can then put a cream over the top of it if you wanted to. I personally would always put a cream over the top of the collagen gel because I've got particularly dry skin. And the cream that I use is the Q10, which is a day cream. And I love this product because it's just, again, it's so cost effective. It does the job that it says on the tin, and it's a cream base, and I use that as a daytime, and they do a night cream as well. So key thing to this, ladies and gents, if you want to use this, is split the face up into two halves. Use it on half the face first, no pressure, no sort of gliding it. You want to glide it nice and gently, no scratching or pulling it across the skin. You can build up to a more intensive needle size after you've used it for a while, but if you're finding that you're getting results from it, then there's really no need to do that. I would start off with using it once a week and then build up to maybe a couple of times a week with sufficient days in between, but really pay attention to the fact that your pores are then open, you're causing trauma to the skin, so it will come up red, so don't worry if you do feel that, and it will almost feel like a little bit like you've got a tiny bit of sunburn when you first use it. That's a normal sensation for it, but if you're like me, you like to feel that something's doing the job, and I have been using this for such a long time now, I really notice the difference, and I get comments from people all the time asking, what do I use on my skin? So So go with it, enjoy it. As per usual, leave me your feedback, comments or anything at the end of the YouTube video. I will put links on there and a link to the blog as well if you want to read up on it more in detail. But I hope you found it beneficial. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch up with you soon. Cheers, bye.